Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. And this is a ship I got when I was at Echo Base Live recently. I went there to get myself a Republic gunship, but when I was walking past a guy on a stall, he had this, and I don't have a Slave One, and I do like Jango. I would like to get, ultimately, the Slave One that's Boba Fett's Slave One, but man, I can see me getting the Vintage Collection one when the time and price is right. But, you know, in terms of a Jango one, this is great. I mean, this line of figures was awesome. The Republic gunship, as you might have seen already, I'm actually filming this before I've uploaded it, but that is a big ship. The only one, not only one, I'm only one Kenobi. The Obi-Wan Kenobi starship in the same line is also very, very good, with great battle damage and size and weathering or whatever. So I just thought, well, to be the completist, since I've got that, I need this. So I bought it, and it cost me only £30, and that's in a second hand, but it's not being opened. So he did open it and he slid it out, to be honest with you. But you know, technically, it's not being opened, is it? You know what I mean? So here is the back, and I'm just going to make this a very quick review. I just want to get it open. You know the song by now. This is not a figure though. This is a vehicle. So yeah, there you go. So it's got all these action features: pivoting laser cannons. It's got secret reveal multi-missile launcher. Brilliant. Yeah, I guess we'll have to finish them. And then we've got here positionable stabilizer wings, just like the. Well, it is the Slave One. Then these are the missiles. What are they called? The heat seeker missile type things. Includes ship 2 stabilizer wings, sonic charges. Sonic charges. I thought they were called seismic charges. I got that wrong. Then sonic charges. Stand by. R4. Prepare to launch the spare part canisters or whatever. Fire them now. Whatever he says. And then here we have the homing device reveal. Oh yeah. Does that noise, doesn't it, those things? So there's the back, the sides there, Slave One. Great ship, isn't it? Front. Have a look at that if you like. Attack of the Clone Slave One. And here's another look at that. Underneath, there's all the bumped yada yada. Top. There's not much in it really. So I think I'd like to open it, ladies and gentlemen. Join me. And just for your peace of mind and my own peace of mind, it is wrapped. See? I told you it was mint. I'm glad it is. Obviously, like with the Republic gunship, it's so floppy and old. Well, it's old, but the cardboard is very floppy. Yes, look at that. So there it is. This is what you see when you get it first out of the packaging. I do like to show you that. And here are some decals, stickers, and there's nothing else in there, so that's pretty cool. There's all the extra bits. Pretty straightforward. In terms of scale, let me know what you think in the comments. Where does this rank in terms of size? I know for a fact that there's been smaller Slave Ones made, as there have been. Yeah, that's what they did in 2012 maybe, or 13 is when I bought it. I bought one of these, but it was considerably smaller. Even the R4 was tiny, and they made one of these to match it, so I definitely didn't want to buy that. I'd sooner have got that. So this, since that was scaled better in 2002, this should be also, but I don't know how far they took it with the Vintage Collection, how big that was. Maybe it's bigger, I don't know. Anyway, there we go. I tell you what, why don't I just get it all out and ready? Join me after that. Boom. Hello there, welcome back. I just thought I'd do this last bit in front of camera just to show you the size of it compared and what it can do basically. That's why I'm doing it in front of camera. Show you what it can do. But also I do want to talk about size, and let me know in the comments, you know, what the scale is of this. I'm guessing, oh, what the hell have I just done? I'm guessing that the scale is a little bit smaller than it should be. So first things first, I've got a lot of vehicles hanging on my wall in the other room. And I've always wondered, you know, what is the best way to... I personally always want to have, if I was to own a Slave One, have it displayed like that. I hate it when they're like that. I mean, I know he's parked like that, and obviously technically Boba Fett would be lying on his back, or Jango, but I hate that. I do have an Action Fleet, Star Wars Action Fleet Slave One, which on the display stand he's supposed to be like that, but I actually changed it with blue tack and had him like that on a stand. But The good news is, let me cut to the chase here, going all around the houses, you can hang perfectly on a wall like that with the other ones, and that's the way I like to see it, so that's good. It's a nice looking thing, not bad. It's got loads of play features, this. What was this, 2002, so kids would have loved this, I'm guessing. Check this out. Oh yeah, do you see that? Seismic charges, or sonic charges. Stand by. He just doesn't take a hint, this guy. There's another one. So it drops them like that. What else does he do? This comes down here. Let me just see if I got that. Oh, there you go, you see? And then they can be fired with something else. Oh, I see, you just rotate it. Boom, there's one. There's two. Can I get you? Can I get you? Oh, nearly. Oh. That's pretty cool. There was an opening cockpit. And inside there's a double seat there for Jango and young Boba Fett, which is pretty good. These things do that. And this is my favourite part. I love this gun here. I love that scene in the rain. Brilliant. It's the first time in Star Wars officially that you got a fist fight. Brilliant. I love it when Jango flies through the air and Obi meets him with a kick. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, Gene. So this is it, guys. This is very, very good. Here's the back, and you get some spare ammo there. So and look at that. And like with the Republic gunship, it comes with a handle, which is great, isn't it? It's built for play feature and kids, which brings me to another point, which a lot of reviewers are constantly making nowadays, that they aren't making toys. I'm going to sound old now, but they aren't making toys like they used to. They aren't, are they? I mean, this is past my time. I was 21 years old when this film came out, Attack of the Clones. I wasn't collecting at all then, because I just thought that was something I did when I was 10 years old, or whatever. Collecting has been something I've got back into as an adult, but I totally appreciate how good this is compared to what they're bringing out now, Hasbro. They do have play features and stuff like that, and gimmicks and yada yada, and you can't knock them for the Force Link stuff, but I just mean that the features are here, aren't they, you know, and they are, or they were in the 80s, and even top class vehicles like this, which is huge, that's packed with features and stuff that you just don't seem to get anymore. Let's do a size comparison. This is the latest Luke X-Wing, by the way, which I got last weekend. And this is the Slave One. I would always imagine the Slave One, let me do some forced perspective here, the Slave One being bigger than an X-Wing. I'd say it would be about like that. I'm getting mixed up here, you know what I mean? Like that kind of scale. Like, maybe there's not the same, maybe similar sort of size as Shuttle Tidarium. You know, you've got like certain ships that are small, then you've got some that are kind of mid-class and bigger. But that actually is the same sort of height as, I'll show you, as Obi-Wan's craft. You always imagine Obi's being smaller, not like that. I don't know, but let me know. Maybe they just have to do different scales for different products. I'm really interested to know how big the vintage collection one is. I know that Babbling Booby, I've mentioned him a few times. Booby does really good unboxing videos and stuff, and he goes through all the details. He does one for the vintage collection, Slave One. So awesome. On that note, I'm going to leave it there, but before I do, I'm going to show you where I will be displaying it temporarily, because I'm hoping to have this in a different room completely in the future, as I'm going to hopefully change property. But there you are. I'll show you where it will go now. In the meantime, I'm waffling. Cut. And just before I leave you, I just want to show you how I intend to display this, just like these vehicles here, which I have to say, I had this ingenious idea of hanging the vehicles on the wall, certainly smaller vehicles like this, because otherwise you need a surface space to put them. Sometimes in your life you can find that kind of space, but sometimes, especially in this property, you can't. I'm running out of space. I'm hoping to find somewhere bigger to display stuff like vehicles, especially my bigger ones. But in the meantime, and as I said to you before, I'm not going to hang him there, but I'm just showing you alongside these. This ship in particular looks better facing that way. I don't really intend to have him parked. So that is the battle mode when he's flying. That's the way he goes. Oh, there's a shot at the back, by the way. Did I show you that? With the spare, I think I might have, yeah. The spare torpedoes and stuff. Nice detail there. Could do with a bit more weathering, maybe. But anyway, so that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have him along with these. But that's what I mean by the size comparison. By the way, it actually looks a bit like that's bigger because he's closer to the camera, but there wasn't much in it in the size or the length of these two vehicles, and that should technically be a smaller vehicle, or maybe that one would be scaled better to that later release of the Jedi Starfighter. I don't know. But anyway, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed that. I've certainly enjoyed showing you the Slave One. What a great ship that is. Wonderful character. The Mandalorians, long may they reign. And he's coming back, as you know, in the franchise with The Mandalorian. So there you are. This is the Slave One. I have been only one Kenobi. Only one. Thank you for tuning in. Do subscribe. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed it. And tune in for more from my channel. Out.